In The Bold and the Beautiful, the upcoming storyline between Deacon Sharp and Taylor Hayes builds toward a charged and emotional confrontation that leaves fans talking. Their chemistry has been simmering for weeks, but when Deacon finally takes a chance and opens up to Taylor, she makes it clear that she's not willing to go down that dangerous road. What follows is an honest, heartfelt, and painful exchange that shows both how far Taylor has come emotionally and how deeply Deacon is still entangled in Sheila's shadow. It all begins when Taylor and Deacon start spending more time together at Il Giardino. Taylor has been quietly leaning on him ever since Ridge's latest marriage to Brooke left her feeling alone and disillusioned. Deacon's easy humor, charm, and honesty offer her something Ridge never could: genuine attention without judgment. They start bonding over shared regrets, both haunted by their choices and the people they've loved who have caused chaos in their lives. Deacon finds himself drawn to Taylor's calm, grounded nature, while she's surprised by how much empathy and kindness lie beneath his rough exterior. However, even as their friendship deepens, the dark cloud of Sheila Carter looms large. Deacon's marriage is falling apart after Sheila's latest round of lies, particularly her decision to hide the truth about her granddaughter being alive. Deacon feels betrayed, used, and emotionally exhausted. His love for Sheila has left him conflicted. He wants to do the right thing, but his loyalty keeps dragging him back into her twisted orbit. Taylor, being both a psychologist and someone who has been burned by Sheila before, sees the warning signs immediately. One night after closing time at Il Giardino, Deacon opens up to Taylor about everything: the guilt, the pain, the loneliness. He confesses that being with Sheila has cost him almost everyone's trust, and now he's not even sure who he is anymore. The air between them shifts. Taylor listens patiently, her eyes soft with compassion, and for a moment, it feels like something real could happen between them. Deacon steps closer, his voice low and sincere, telling her that she's been the one bright spot in his life lately, the person who makes him believe he could have something normal again. He admits he's starting to feel something more than friendship. But before Deacon can go any further, Taylor stops him gently but firmly. She tells him she cares about him and sees the good in him, but she can't ignore who he's married to or the danger that comes with it. Taylor reminds him that Sheila isn't just a troubled woman, she's a proven threat, a manipulative and violent force who has repeatedly hurt her family. She points out that Luna, Sheila's granddaughter, has already brought terror into her daughter Steffi's life, and she refuses to put herself or her loved ones in Sheila's line of fire again. Deacon tries to plead his case, saying that his marriage to Sheila is hanging by a thread and that he's done trying to fix something that's beyond repair. He swears that what he feels for Taylor is genuine. But Taylor doesn't budge. She tells him that even if he leaves Sheila, there will always be chaos attached to her: the lingering danger, the guilt, and the stigma. Taylor admits that she's done letting her heart lead her into situations that destroy her peace. She's not willing to risk her sanity, her family, or her hard-won stability just to comfort a man who still hasn't freed himself from his own demons. Her words hit Deacon hard. He doesn't lash out, instead he nods slowly, realizing she's right. He's been hoping for redemption through her, but Taylor refuses to be his way out of Sheila's darkness. She tells him that until he truly chooses a different life, one free of danger and deceit, she can't even think about being anything more than his friend. The scene ends on a bittersweet note. Deacon looks heartbroken but respectful, telling her he understands. Taylor walks away with tears in her eyes, not because she doesn't care, but because she knows she's doing the right thing. It's a moment that defines her growth, once desperate for love, now wise enough to protect her peace. In the aftermath, word spreads that Taylor has turned Deacon down, and it sends ripples through Los Angeles. Ridge quietly respects her decision, Brooke sees it as proof that Taylor is finally moving on, and even Steffi feels relief knowing her mother won't be caught in Sheila's web again. Deacon, on the other hand, finds himself more isolated than ever, trapped between a failing marriage and the realization that the one woman who might have helped him start fresh won't risk it. Ultimately, Taylor's rejection isn't cruel, it's self-preservation. She's learned that every time someone gets close to Sheila, disaster follows. And as much as she may like Deacon, she knows that until he truly breaks free of Sheila's influence, he'll always be a danger to anyone who lets him in.